You want one first? Yeah! You want one first? Yeah!
What up, people? Welcome to week 17 of 17. Hey. This week I got a gigantic preview of summertime. It got a whole lot warmer in here and a whole lot more humid. And I was like, this is uncomfortable. So break out the shorts, break out the fan, which is just off screen, and just kind of deal with it because that's kind of how it goes. Good thing that I've already decided to spread my volume out on strength days into more sets than I had been doing previously, because now, in addition to the lower calories, also dealing with the heat. But as it turned out, went pretty well, and this week I'm up to 22 total reps on the strength work, and I'm doing 7 sets of 3 followed by a single. There were a couple occasional times where I thought, yeah, I feel good enough, so I'll go ahead and just stick a set of 4 in there hidden. Like sometimes it was set 7, sometimes it was set 2, whatever, just to get the number of reps in that I need to complete. Yeah, I thought a good topic for this week would be a little post-mortem on the weight gain phase, which I basically did about 18 months of, eating lots of calories, trying to get, some decent muscle mass on me. I think it went pretty well overall. I would say one thing I learned is that when you switch, because I don't think I ever told you guys this, when I was eating 3,300 calories, I started trying to do all solid food and was just getting killed trying to put all that food down. So I ended up adding regular Coca-Cola into my diet and used that to replace, say, like a bunch of rice. Well, I can tell you this, there's a big difference in what you absorb between Coca-Cola and rice, because when I was starting on 3,300 calories, there were weeks were going by and didn't appear to be gaining any weight on the scale. But then switching over to the full fat Coke, my weight took off, because basically I switched right before the start of the new year, and then between January and now I managed to gain about 9 pounds, and my waistline also increased significantly. Yeah, and so obviously, since I'm absorbing so much more of that, I would think that next time I would have to keep my calories something around like 3,000 or maybe like 3,050, because that only puts me in a surplus of about 100 or 150 per day. And I think that'd be a lot better for, providing enough calories for muscle gain without gaining so much body fat. Yeah, so a good way to remember this kind of stuff is just to remember that you are not what you eat. You are what you absorb from what you eat. And in this case, it's a lot easier to absorb the calories in the Coke as opposed to, say, the rice or things like that. Oh, and one final thought about the Coca-Cola. I was making sure that I had like about a can in me before starting my PR attempt workouts over the past few weeks, that you guys saw that went really well. And I do think the Coca-Cola was helpful in that regard. Because normally after I work out in the morning and don't have a large breakfast, it's usually just like a protein shake. And I do think it was better than drinking diet in the morning, which is what I had normally done previously. So keep that in mind. Yeah, so it was the second week of the fat loss phase of the diet. And oh, by the way, it's hump day! Oh, yeah. So the goal for this week, volume-wise, because it was only week 2 of the diet, I figured before any serious fat loss, takes a toll on my energy levels, figured this is the week to go for my 200,000 pounds of volume in 1 week goal, which I managed to hit, so spoiler alert. So that was good, and now remaining for this year, all I have are my chin-up goals and my total of 7 million pounds for this year. Yeah, and as I mentioned before, I'm super interested in tracking how my actual weight loss progression matches up with the projection that I made when I planned the diet out. This week actually came in a little bit under the target. I was like 0.15 pounds lower than I projected, and actually I just attribute that to the high volume of workout this week, because I did take an average of my maintenance calories over the first 4 months of this year, but like I said, that's an average, and it included in there were some of the weeks where I had very low volume, like my test weeks, and in there also were my higher volume weeks. So I imagine during the higher volume weeks, my maintenance calories are quite a bit higher. And the final clips of the week, Friday's workout, just a quick double on the squat, 277.5, and then a quick double on the bench of 227.5. So we're going to close it out with mother, dodeca mother. You guys take care. I'll catch you next time. And the completely spoiled volume update for the week, 200,080 pounds total. Yeehaw! And mark off the 200k pounds week goal on the 2017 goals update screen. Passed 4,000 chin-ups this week, and for the year we're currently at 2.58 million pounds. And last but not least, the diet data screen, like I mentioned, down just slightly past the target, which was 151.75, which is good. Growing up next week on the calories, which is even better, because who doesn't like to eat more food, especially when they're dieting? Take it easy, guys. I'll catch you next time. Bye.